Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to
I do apologize for the lateness of the show start. I laughed way too damn hard last night because Angry is a jackass. I damn near died last night. Angry is silly, and I don't know why in the world y'all keep letting me do a show with him because that's Michael Pruitt. That's all him. That is all him. Listen, exactly. Nobody's late for the sound of coffee, but goddamn it, Angry had me dying yesterday, man. Listen, I introduced the unlaugh. Basically, when something is so funny that you cannot make a sound, you just have to sit there and just and like your lungs hurt and shit. I ended up with like 3 of those last night. Morning, STL Blue Girl. Ashley gonna slide her sexiness up in here. I'll try to slide through like that. Hey, I ain't nobody even see me. Like she trying to walk in through church and shit, like to hold her finger up. Last day of work at the schoolhouse. Y'all come get your kids. I don't want to see them for 2 months, goddammit. Dead ass. Listen, I'm trying to figure out what to do with my daughter. Like, you know what I mean? Rouse was a blast last night. My son and I laughed so much. Listen, Jamila, I was dying. And it's all Angry's fault. I'm going to blame his ass. So, listen, I'm blaming him. That was him. Hey, if y'all want to watch it, it's over on our YouTube channel. Go over and take a look at it because, like, that was the funniest. That was one of the funniest. That's some funny shit. We talked about Ray J way too long. But anyway, so it is, after all, a Truthful Thursday. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild. I am a proud, upstanding member of the Outcast Nation, led by my brother and my second in the Villains Guild, Mr. Professor Moriarty. Today is Truthful Thursday. And as I alluded to, I would like to talk about love in this time. All right, so I don't know if she's listening. And it may sound like I'm stalking her. Hey, Michael Pruitt, go back and watch the show from last night. You will remember Ray J. His ass out there got planked. Really, bruh? I'm your scapegoat today. Yes, Mr. Gilbert. Yes. Sir, I'm not supposed to do a show about elevation and then wake up in the morning and everything hurt. Why did everything hurt, Angry? Angry, my eyelids hurt. You know what I mean? My eyelids hurt. All right? Magpie wanted us to know she's fine. She's just watching from the sidelines today. That's cool. Spider Noir is good. Watched the whole series last night. Hey, JLC, don't say no more, fam. Say no more. I'm about to watch it. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. He's innocent. Taz, your ass is responsible for this shit too, because you knew he was going to talk about Ray J, and you did not try to stop either one of us, ma'am. You can take some of this too. Okay. Chuckles is in the building. Chuckles, are you on the way home? On a somewhat related note, watching Obsession for the second time, after which I may make a vow of celibacy. We will see. I don't listen. Get your cardio up. Sir, you sent the fuel. Thanks, ma'am. Appreciate that. Jack's mom, good morning. The reporter guy that delivers to a few of my delivery spots, he's been asking me every time he sees me if he can either have my number, be in a relationship, or a hug. Oh, where my hug at, face ass. Like, come on. Hate them dudes. Where my hug at, face ass. Hell, fell asleep watching Rock. Charmaine slept well. Listen, Taz gonna talk about he innocent. She was there. She saw it. Anyway, so I want to talk about love in this time. Now, again, I don't know if this woman is watching. She may not be, right? And I don't want her to think I'm stalking her. But I do want to get her on the Villain's View. Her name is Shay Nira. If you guys remember, if you've seen TikTok clips, it's her, and then there's this person who is a they them now. So I'm gonna go call them they them. They are in full-blown autistic whatever, right? Morning, Mary Greenberg, all the way over from the Greenberg lands. Good morning. And at one point, she says something, and he goes into, or they go into, like this fit, right? Now, mind you, I'm sure people that go through therapy, like couples therapy and shit like this is normal, right? I get that. You go in, your wife, or you and your husband or whatever, y'all together, and y'all are having issues, so y'all are trying to talk to a therapist. I understand that. But could you imagine how embarrassing that shit is when it's on camera and people get the chance to see? Like, morning, Wolfie, all the way from Australia. Like, what part of the game is that? So, I want to get this woman. I desperately want to get this woman on the Villain's View. Desperately. I know we're not a big name and we're not household names, but the reason I would want her on is a twofold reason. Number one, this is a woman who transitioned like 23 years ago, right? This is a woman. 23 years transition, that's a woman. All right, listen. If you had transitioned like 15 minutes ago, you can still be seen as, all right, maybe you are having a problem with the thing, and even yourself don't believe it. 23 years, that's a woman. That's a woman, right? Well, trans women are women. I digress. So she's got to be a trans woman in America in 2026 and being well known for couples therapy. Nah. Oh my God! Every person that has seen season 5 with her in it, every person who has interacted with her on TikTok, everybody knows who she is. And we live in America where jackasses believe that she's the man. Can you imagine trying to date in this time with all that shit going on? Listen, I'd quit. I would quit. I'd be gone. I would be gone. You are out of your gut. I'd be gone. I love you, damn it. Good morning, can we not? I'd be gone. I would be gone. You are a trans woman dating in 2026 America after having been on television with somebody that embarrassed the shit out of you. Nope. I would listen. No person would be able to date in 2026 if that shit happened to them. Sorry, I'm being dead ass right now. I'm so serious. Like again, I use her as an example because she's such a sweet human being. I don't know how Mary Greenberg does it. I don't. I swear for God and for the white men, I do not know how Mary Greenberg does it. I don't know. To be a beautiful, loving wife, mother, you're an advocate for adoption. You're an advocate for intersex people. You're an advocate for a bunch of different things. Love you, Nana. Be safe out there. If you need anything, please call me. I got the nod tonight again. Wolfie's in the squad for the game tomorrow night. That's what I'm talking about, Wolf. Hey! Yes! That's my man's right there. That's my man. And Mary has to, Gen Xer, all that good shit. And she has to navigate in a world where people are like, let's intersex. What? You mean to tell me I'd quit. I would quit. Do you understand I'd quit? Listen, hold on. And keep talking to y'all.
Good night, fella.
I'm out of here. My son Jeffrey said, good morning. Good morning, Jeffrey. You little rapscallion, you. That damn little rapscallion over there. So here's this Shay woman trying to navigate in the world after that. Right? That's the first reason I would want her on the villain. Here's the second. She has to love out loud now. Y'all understand that? She's got to love out loud now. There's really no other way to describe it. And I really want you to understand, there's really no other way to describe it. Do you know who else has that problem? Monica Lewinsky. Monica Lewinsky. Now, from everything I have ever read from Monica Lewinsky, every video I've ever seen of her, Monica Lewinsky is a very well-versed, intelligent, and beautiful woman. She is an intelligent and beautiful woman. Okay? She is an advocate for so many different things. She was on the no cyberbullying long before y'all even knew what cyberbullying was. Right? So, highly intelligent, knows her stuff, very well poised, very well spoken, all of this. She's got to date out loud. Why? Because of goddamn Bill Clinton. But see, hold on, Taz. Let me push back. Because Taz says, Monica does it to herself. She won't let that shit go. She uses Bill's line as a personality trait, which I will, you know what, Taz? I'll agree with you, but let me give you a little bit more context. Morning, Dread. It's your beautiful self. If your entire 20s was shaped by this, talk about it all you need to. Dead ass. Talk about it all you need to. I'm going to give y'all some names. Think about how we know them and think about trying to exist after. Lorena Bobbitt. Lorena Bobbitt may fall deeply in love with somebody. You know what I mean? But every dude's going to be saying the same thing. She cut off a man's dick. Do you think that she wants that to be her calling card? Do you think Lorena wants that to be the thing that everybody knows her by? No, she would really like to fall in love and have kids and be loved on and shit. But they know her because of the one reason we all know her. Lorena Bobbitt. The girl they called the Long Island Lolita. What was her name? The Long Island Lolita. Fawn Hall. Amy Fisher, thank you. Amy Fisher. Fawn Hall. Or I think that's her name, Fawn Hall. I believe that's what her name is. Anyway. So, and again, Taz, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm not. I promise you I'm not, sis. What I'm saying is, whether they embrace it, whether they try to run from it, it doesn't matter. Because it's out there. It's out there. It is out there. Jay Leno still needs to get stolen on for half of them goddamn Monica Lewinsky jokes. I said what I said, right in that big ass chin. So the question then becomes, how do you love with that? How do you love, oh yeah, Amber Fry, Scott Peterson's mistress. So the question then becomes, how do you love in that? How do you love in that? How do you find love in that? Oh my God, Dre said, Jay Leno bicycle seat face having ass. Dred, why did I see that one coming and still didn't stop you? Like I saw it. I was like, Dred about to get in. Like, and then I saw it like shit. I didn't stop her. How do you love in that? How? Everybody knows the ongoing issue I had with that asshole in Arizona, right? What started that? I'm going to tell y'all. What started that? Bringing up my wife. I'm a public figure. Thomas Bishop is a public figure, okay? Thomas Bishop, even though Thomas Bishop and Thomas McCormick are the same person, Thomas Bishop is a public figure. Thomas McCormick may try to be private, but Thomas Bishop is a public figure. But my wife didn't sign up for any of it. She didn't. She did not. My kids didn't sign up for any of it. That's why I know exactly who put that damn website up with all of my children, with my children and grandchildren in it. I know exactly who did it. How do you love with that? I was talking to Taz and Angry and Chaos about this yesterday. If I don't have your phone number or I don't talk to you on a regular basis, we may be cool, but we're not that cool. Okay? There are people that have known me for over 20 and 30 years. So there never has to be a, yo, we good? Hey, what's happening? No, they've known me for over 30 goddamn years. If I go back to Kansas City right now, there's a couple of places I can stop in right now and be welcome. When social media gets involved, it's a little bit different. The three people I just told y'all, I trust them with my life, which means I trust them with my family. Taz, Angry, Chaos, all know about my wife. My wife knows Taz, Angry, and Chaos. Knows them. So when I say I love them, there's no social media shit involved. And out of the three of them, only one of them I've ever been in a room with. But everybody after that. How does Thomas Bishop love after somebody saying, ain't your wife white? How do you love after that? How am I supposed to trust anybody? After the shit that's happened over the past couple of years with so-called friends, how am I supposed to trust anybody after that? In an age of social media, how do you do it? Before all this shit, you had to speak to people. You had to open your mouth. You had to stand for something, and your actions had to reflect that. Growing up, it was always no women, no kids. Y'all can say black folks stole a lot from the Mafia Don movies and shit. Yes, and one of the things we stole was no women, no kids. No women, no kids. I know some dudes that literally ended a crew for going after somebody's mama. Ended a whole group of dudes for going after somebody's mother. You know, on The Wire, they had that joke where no bullshit would happen on a Sunday morning, and they went after Omar and shot Omar's grandmama's hat. That used to be a goddamn rule. There wasn't a camera in sight. You lived by your actions. You didn't live by your work. We used to teach people all the time. If he got to hit you, that's not love. If he got to hit you, that's not love. If she got to beat you, that's not love. If she mistreats you, that's not love. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, financial abuse, sexual abuse, things of that nature. There used to be songs like this. Songs. If he beating on you, it ain't really love. We had movies, The Burning Bed. We had movies like Fatal Attraction and shit like that. If he beat on you, it ain't love. People do that shit on social media every goddamn day. Every goddamn day. They will abuse your mama and not expect you to come to their house and blow up everything in it. These are the people that hate you. How the hell are you supposed to know if somebody loves you then? Because make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, let me start with this first premise. You need love to survive in this world. I don't give a shit who tells you otherwise. I don't. Kiss my ass. If anybody tells you all you need is rugged individualism, tell them, please tell them, on behalf of me, to please take a nice, big, fat ass drink of my balls.
I could put my balls on a pita bread with some hummus and tahini and eat that to the face. You feel me? Mind your fucking business. Nobody asked you anything.
You need love to survive. All the money don't mean a goddamn thing. All that swole meat muscles don't mean a goddamn thing. Oh, you got your boys and you can gangsta gang. It don't mean a goddamn thing. The engine that fuels the life that you live is love. The engine that fuels the life that you live is love. It started in the womb. When your ass hit that air, it's a boy, it's a girl. Somebody got to love you to get you. You going to touch something. You going to touch something. There's no rugged individualism when you getting out of that goddamn womb. Kiss my ass. I don't want to hear that shit. You need love to survive. This is what I mean when that bullshit, oh, I'm a rugged individual and nobody helped me. Hey, shut up. Shut up. Shut your dumb ass up. Shut up. This shit don't exist. Somebody had to love you enough to wash your ass. Somebody had to love you enough to put food in your belly for you to grow. Wasn't like your dumb ass was raised by wolves. You need love in this world to survive. You need love. I'm going to say it again. You need love in this world to survive. Morning, big sis. Love you. But the problem is, when you add this shit, growing up, I had friends, Vincent and Troy, who lived across the street. Hobby. His name is Harvey, but we called him Hobby. Hobby Moore. Grew up with him. My cousin Curtis. My cousin Rashay. My cousin Omar. My cousin Matt. My cousin Isaiah. My cousin TT. Big-ass group of men in our family. Love. Any one of us would take a bullet for the other one. It was Larry and then it was the rest of us. And then until the rest of us became grown men. And the love is there. I tell Curtis all the time I love him. He's my cousin. He's my goddamn cousin. I tell him I love him. I tell Rashay I love him. We just lost Lil J. That's a wound in our soul right there. That's a wound. We ain't getting him back. But we made sure to get the guy that did the shit because of love. But when you put this shit in the middle, how do you love in front of this? How do you love in front of this and not have that love come back and bite you in your teeth, or in your ass? How do you do that? How? You have monsters. You have monsters on social media. Depraved people. Depraved. People that are looking at your child like they want to do something nasty to him. People that are looking at, oh, he got a nice house. Oh, he got a nice car. Oh, she got a nice house. She got a nice car. Let me abuse them to get it from them. Words don't mean shit in 2026. They don't. They don't. Because I can say it, but if I don't prove it, how do you know? I realize that now. A lot of the people that I really thought I loved didn't love me. They loved aspects. Oh, he got 1 million followers. I love him now. Ooh, he's in a room with so-and-so. I love him now. They didn't love me before. They didn't love all the warts that I have inside. They didn't love the tears in my heart. They didn't love the struggle for me to even get here. They don't love the fact that I've told y'all, flipping of a coin. Am I going to be here today or am I not? I started rewatching Luther with Idris Elba, which y'all can kiss all of my ass with any other character that Idris Elba's ever played. I don't care. They do not compare to Luther. Y'all can kiss my ass. John Luther is the best character that Idris Elba has ever played. Ever. I know some of y'all can be like, what about Stringer Bell? Stringer Bell ain't got shit on Luther. Nothing. Because Luther, John Luther, represents everything that I am talking about. When you are in that darkness, who comes to love you out of it? John Luther went to these dark places with these animals. And then when he tried to come out, he was expecting his wife to be there. She had moved on. He starts an affair with a goddamn highly intelligent criminal in Alice. He loses that wife. Now the darkness just exists. In the first episode of season 2, represents exactly what I am talking about. Luther gets up, gets dressed in his wrinkly whatever. I ain't going to tell you no more. I want you to watch the show. But that's what I mean. In front of this, how you going to love somebody? Somebody will put on the screen, I love you, dog. I love you, man. Love you. You don't. You don't. You love what I am saying at the point is making you laugh or cry or whatever, but you don't really love me. Spoiler alert, my bad. May money, my bad. This is my problem with how things are going right now. This is my problem with how things are going right now. Because people have taken our love and bastardized it. All for social media. There's a whole lot of racists right now that love the fact that they're white, but they also realize that their life expectancy is that of a goddamn butterfly, about a couple of days. You still got that white, though. That white keeps you warm. That white keeps you warm, buddy. I see that, Wolfie. I got you. See, keeps you warm. Yeah, you're white and poor. Yeah, you're white and broke. Yeah, You're white and what? And what else? And what? And what? What did it get you? What did it get you? What stirring things are you able to do now with it? Nothing. Nothing. You can't do a goddamn thing. Nothing. Why? Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter. Words on a screen are different than words heard and seen. But we all have to sit and take those words on a screen because there's really nothing else. That is the sad part about loving in a time like that. How about I'm a broken puzzle piece separated from the 1,000 pieces I ought to be with. Hanging out here, I find a different 1,000 pieces who are also not matched up. We are all the same. And see, Chuckles, that is the harbor in the storm. That is the harbor in the storm. You find pockets of things. Like this, I'll give y'all an example. The Sound of Coffee family is a pocket. Because this pocket extends to the Taz effect. You know what I mean? It extends. So the pocket gets bigger. It extends to the villain's view. Pocket gets bigger. It expands to, the Jeff Kennedy show. So it gets bigger. But it's still a pocket. Still. Meanwhile, damn near 40-year-old men like Drake can continue to try to make the party run. Everybody at the goddamn party is only there because you're holding it. You're a rich man. Everybody that you see doing all that shit with the chains and shit, dog, you got your ass whooped 2 years ago. Where were they? Where the F were they, dog? When Kendrick told you, I try to sympathize with you because I know you ain't never been through nothing. It's true. The gangster talk is, I'm going to try to find love with the gangster talk. I'm going to try to find love in these streets. That's why Lil Wayne was damn near 40 before his, or like damn near mid-30s when he started claiming a set. Boy, your ass shouldn't be claiming shit. You too goddamn old. What is wrong with you? But once again, looking for that love. We have been desensitized to the shit. Every one of us have been desensitized to the shit. And I want y'all to think on what I'm saying right now. Excluding family, excluding friends that you see every day, work friends, whatever, excluding them. When's the last time you felt love from something you put time in? Whether it's I come to watch, I come to listen, I go to the live streams, I get the coins, whatever it is. When's the last time you felt that love back? One of the problems I have with the far left movement right now is that this idea that revolution can start anywhere and we can bring utopia. With who? With who? Drag it with the $10 super chat.
Donations, gifts.
Bishop, I have something I would like you to see. I made you something for Truthful Thursday that came from my heart. I'm asking you to please read it out loud. It's a different kind of love. Okay. I will do that. Maybe this is an example of what I am talking about. All right, so hold on. So this is the point with Truthful Thursday thing for me. And reveal while I call Thomas Bishop, Mr. Bishop, and not his first name or just Bishop. At first, it was just a joke because he was dealing with some jerks at the time who were insulting him, and they were using big fat white men to have very little to no common sense should not have a keyboard. those who know me, I'm a big fat white guy myself. Ask Taz, she can back me up on that. I'm 6'8" and 419 pounds. And that's me losing weight. Now, though, since I became a big fan of his videos, I do out of pure respect. He was talking about things that I never even really knew about or that I didn't know about, but just didn't have the full perspective of. I respect the guy so much, even did an ad on video to each of his latest lasted longer than Confederacy series. We also added things that lasted longer than as a comparison piece. It's actually one of my favorite things I did on TikTok. That might be a fun Why Wednesday story, especially since one of them was a stretch. When I finally decided to listen to The Sound of Coffee, it was a flag on a play Friday. I came in about the middle and I experienced unyielding rage, utter disbelief, and laughed my ass off when things went off the rails. I decided then and there that I would tune in on Fridays, then it tuned on Mondays, and finally experiencing my favorite day, Why Wednesday, the rest is history. Eventually, I started to tune into other GCPR shows, and I'm glad I did because I feel like I started to end up in other communities. Last Superpex party I attended was the hardest laugh I had in ages, and it was everyone crapping on Hulk Hogan lies. However, it was so much fun. Do I agree with everything Mr. Bishop says? Of course not. I'm my own human being with my own thoughts. Do I respect him enough to respect his opinions? Yes. So, Mr. Bishop, thank you for accepting me as a being and hopefully as a villain myself. Thank you so much, Dylan. And see, Dylan, you just proved my point. You had a breakthrough, my friend. You found a love, an admiration, a respect because it was organic. I didn't hook you with fancy things and, oh, look at my car. And I didn't do any of that. And organic love in social media is possible, but it takes a lot of work. Oh, my sweet ass buddy. It takes a lot of work. And guess what, kids? The love that you have for some people will fail you. The love that you have for a bunch of people will inevitably fail you because you're not talking about perfect people. The problem I have with social media is you can look and be perfect in front of a camera. What does the rest of your life look like outside of it? What does it look like? What does it look like? I was talking to April Williamson, who hosts a podcast. He actually hosts a couple of podcasts, right? And y'all should check her out. She's known as Deep Southern Korean. Please go check her out. Funny, beautiful, thought-provoking, everything. So we did a podcast together, and I need to go find it, by the way, so I can promote her in the podcast, where we were talking about her upcoming trip to South Korea. Now, mind you, she's never been there. I've been there twice, okay? When she was on the Villains View with us, I told her, I was like, yo, you definitely need to go to South Korea. I was there twice, and it's my absolute favorite place in the world to go. If I had enough money, the Sound of Coffee would be being hosted over at goddamn whatchamacallit in South Korea. But what I told her was, in the 2 times I was there, I saw every part of South Korea. Well, not every part, because I never did get down to Jeju Island, but I saw from Busan up to Area 1. I saw all of it. I saw the people, the shops, the food, the music, everything. But I never saw the true face of South Korea. And she said, well, what do you mean by that? I said, well, South Korea sits in a very precarious place in the world. I want y'all to understand, South Korea is literally 30 minutes away from ruin. And they've been that way for like 50, 60 goddamn years. If North Korea decided they were going to invade South Korea today, they would be in Seoul, which is their capital, which is where the Blue House, which is their version of the White House, is. They could be there in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. If the North decided to come down, they could be in Seoul in 30 minutes. And Seoul could be ran over. It happened during the Korean War. Imagine living with that knowledge. It's like, imagine if you lived in a city and above that city is a nuclear bomb and it's being held up by rusty wires. Like, imagine that. Exactly, Shaq. You're not seeing them, you're seeing their representative. Now, South Koreans live their lives with this knowledge. Every South Korean lives their life with that knowledge. So they hide their true feelings. They hide them, and they hide them well. Every person you see in South Korea is wearing a mask. The mask is what they show you. Underneath, there might be terror. There might be a level of fear you wouldn't understand. There might be rage, but you ain't going to see it. You're not going to see it. I take that back. You will see it. And the people you'll see it from are the homeless. The homeless will tell you exactly the desperation that hides behind the mask in South Korea. Now, does this make South Korea a bad place? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. In fact, it makes it a lot more beautiful when you understand that. You were talking about people that live with the knowledge that at any moment, their way of life could be over. So they go to shops, they go to movies, they listen to K-pop music, they dance and they wear clothing and makeup and everything, knowing that this shit could end just like that. That's them. That is South Korea. And I spent so much time there, and I was like, I don't see the real Korea. Like, when you go to Kansas City, you can see the real Kansas City. Drive anywhere. Drive anywhere, you can see the real Kansas City. There are the parts that Kansas City wants you to see, the Plaza and Westport and the Power and Light District and shit. There's the parts of Kansas City that are real. Anything east of Troost. There's Prospect. There's the Ave. Those are the places that Kansas City want. They know it's there, but they're like, hey, don't look at that. No, look at the Power and Light District. No, look at the prostitutes on Independence Avenue. The two Kansas Cities exist together. But you don't see that in South Korea. What I feel like we are in a time of is we are all masked up. Every one of us. Every single one of us is wearing a mask. Y'all are seeing, like Shaft said, and it was like a Chris Rock joke, you are seeing the representatives of people. Every one of us. Some of us try to hew as close to the actual person we are as humanly possible. If you love me, you are loving everything about me. Not because, oh, wow, we know there's some darkness, but because I'm telling you this. I don't come here and, oh, well, let me tell you about the Aston Martin I bought and look at my fancy watches and bitches ain't shit. I don't do that. For what? For what? I'm 54. I don't have a reason to play like that. My days of dress up are over. My days of dress up are over. The last time I played dress up is sitting in 2 tough boxes on the other side of this damn barn right now. I no longer had to play dress up. And when I realized that, shit changed for me. It changed. Morning, Gambit. I'm glad to see your ass in someplace safe, sir. I'm glad to see that you're someplace safe. Morning, Witchy. Where's that little rapscallion, Witchy? The last time I had to play dress up, I was in uniform. And that shit nearly killed me. I'm not bullshitting you. That shit nearly killed me. It nearly did. Because, and I'll be honest with you, once again, I will be honest with you. Once again, I try to hold on to the rank more than I try to enjoy the job. My wife will tell you, I'm good as a worker bee. But when it comes time to be a boss, I tend to shirk that responsibility because bosses come with expectation. Nolan's running around paw ragged, terrorizing chickens. Tell Tell that little rapscallion kick a chicken for me. I'm just saying. I come with a level of family love that a lot of people don't understand, man. You don't bring my wife up into some shit. Because again, what is my frame of reference, ladies and gentlemen? Defense, family, defense, family, defense is what I was raised with. I take any slight as, hey, at DEFCON 1, dog, you went after my family. The friends I used to have, I thought they knew me and they didn't. I thought I knew them. I didn't. And I'm not telling y'all this as a pity party because every one of y'all have gone through the same goddamn thing. It is hard to love today. It's hard. You don't know these people. You don't. And then when you get somebody like Shay, once again, I'm going to get this woman on this show. It might seem like I'm pestering, but goddamn it, I'm going to get on it. Right? You're doing this in front of millions of people. Millions of people have to watch as a relationship you have put time in falls apart right in front of everybody's eyes. That means everybody gets to critique. Everybody. Everybody gets to critique your actions in it. Everybody gets to critique the other person's actions in it. They got seasons of this shit. Couples therapy season 1, couples therapy season. These people are having relationships that are falling apart in front of us for ratings. For ratings. 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 Imagine heartbreak at 4K. Imagine betrayal at 1080p. And Michael, you know, once again, you know I love you. Do y'all know we live in a time where men think telling other men how much they care about them because they've been in their life and shit is gay? This is the time we live in. Because somebody in front of a goddamn camera said it. You love another dude that's gay. You got men who have great relationships with their fathers. Great relationship. Dad's their best friend. But you can't, Dad, I love you. That's gay. It's almost as if the camera forces us to cut ourselves into pieces and then feed certain pieces to the mass. Why? For what? Who explained to y'all that this was a good thing? What part of the game is this? Here, let me cut up my life. You only get Thomas Bishop. You don't get Thomas McCormick. You don't get Daddy. You don't get Baba. You don't get none of that. No. Here, eat this. I'm Thomas Bishop. Yeah, I love you. No, you don't. You love the piece I just gave you. That's all you love. You don't love me. You don't even know who the hell I am. And we do this daily. We do it daily. We got to feed the maw of social media. So daily, you see people doing shit for clicks and views. Think about that. Clicks and views. I'm going to divide my life up in such a way that I'm going to get clicks and views. Not love. Not love. That sounds like Allen Iverson. Not love, not the thing that we actually need in this world. Not love. We talking about clicks and views. Clicks and views. Let me carve up my entire goddamn life into chunks to feed your dumb ass for clicks and views. Love on the algorithm. Love on the algorithm. Really? You think this was important? You think this part was what we needed? Love on the algorithm. We have news organizations that are literally trying to destroy journalism as we know it to show love to a man that falls asleep during cabinet meetings. I sent my wife a video this morning of Donald Trump having 9, count them, 9, the number after 8 and before 10, 9 bowel movements getting out of a car. I sent that to her. Oh my God! The President of the United States had 9 bowel movements loudly. And Larry Ellison and David Ellison think a whole news organization needs to be devoted to making that thing look good. How, Sway? How? Donald Trump lives off of fake love. In the history of the United States, in the history of the United States, we have never had a political leader of any kind who literally lives off of the adoration of people he couldn't pick out of a goddamn police line. Donald Trump's entire political life is all about look at me, look at me, look at me. Love me. Love what you see. Love me. There is a problem with that love. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. It is the exact same reason that I hate it. One of the best and worst things that ever happened to me since this journey began was passing 1 million followers on TikTok. It's the same thing. People start to put their ideas about who you are on you. And if you do not give that shit back, or if you give a little bit of it and people become stans, like the song Stand by Eminem, you have a problem because that ain't love. That is physical violence. That's physical violence. That is physical violence. I'm going to tell you why it's physical. Out of all that love that Trump gets from these people, his rallies are so big, so many people, What do these people get out of it? What do they get out of it? What do they get out of it? What do they get? Does he give them love back? No! He sells them chintzy shit. He sells them shit you can get from Temu. You're the president of the United States with NFT trading cards? Dog, if you don't get your hustle man ass, bro, do the goddamn job, dog. Do the job. Just do the goddamn job, man. What the hell? What are we doing right now? These people are buying bullshit. He is selling them shit that literally is worth absolutely nothing. Not nothing. 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 Peace, love, and blessings, Troy. But there are a whole bunch of other people who use this camera to do the same thing. Drake fans, tell me I'm wrong. Drake fans. Drake fans. Did you see they were having group meetings together where all of them can see and hear each other saying things like, we have got to stream this album because we're going to make sure he beats Michael Jackson. And what did Drake give him? 3 albums of ass meat sandwiches. You my biggest fan. You and 200 other Thomas Bishop fans, y'all gonna get together. We're gonna watch his videos. We're gonna donate. And I offer you a car on fire. I'm going to literally offer you a Pontiac Aztec that's on fire. You're going to drive this car until it blows up. Donald Trump gives these people chintzy shit. And in return, they give him more love than he deserves. That's love in 2026. That's love in 2026. The goddamn man sold them gold tennis shoes. If you look at almost every piece of jewelry I have, there's not an ounce of gold in none of this shit. None of it. Because I don't like gold. My first wedding band was gold. And I couldn't wait to get something silver. Hold on. Thomas, I think I figured out there's an obsession with gold glitz everywhere. Russia's palaces and buildings are covered with it, and you know who his BFF is. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't. I would not. This is a titanium band. My class ring is made out of some other metal. I can't even remember what it was. My military ring, the one that's sitting up in the damn tub box, is made out of something. None of it's gold. None of it's gold. None of it is gold. I don't like gold. I don't. I don't. I just don't. Sorry, I don't. But you got to be, you have to be eating an ass meat sandwich fresh out of the grinder to believe that somehow the gold this jackass puts in bullshit is worth something. Everybody and their grandmother has been saying all that gold and shit that he has in the Oval Office, it's spray painted shit from Home Depot. It is literally fake bullshit given to people who give their undying love to a man who couldn't name them out of a police lineup. That is love in 2026. That is media love. Hi, I'm David and Larry Ellison. I'm going to buy an entire network. I'm going to fire the best late night host in all of television today because the man who took 9 bowel movements getting out of a vehicle has his feelings hurt, and we love him. You cannot make this. Oh, my God! I'm going to say that again. David and Larry Ellison bought Paramount, which owns CBS. They bought Time Warner or Warner Brothers Discovery that has CNN so that they can make changes to journalism. Who, what, where, when, why, how journalism, because the 80-year-old man that had 9 bowel movements getting out of a car had his feelings hurt by news being reported that was true. And the people that love that man think that is perfectly okay. We're not good right now. We are not good right now. We are not okay. We're barely hanging on. How do you love in that? How you loving that? When the camera's on 24/7, how do you love in that? How? It's the reason activism is so easy now. Everybody a radical leftist, a radical Marxist, a radical, because you're in front of a goddamn camera. I see radicalism the same way Mike Tyson saw it. Hey, Wakanda, good morning, beautiful. Listen, I see all this activism from these radicals on social media the same way I see Mike Tyson, what Mike Tyson said. Everybody got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. All the plans are sexy until you get stolen on. Every plan is just the sexiest plan that's ever been planned by another sexy plan until you get your goddamn jaw rocked. You're a radical Marxist until them feds show up. Let's go to Cuba. Let's go to Cuba. Hi, my name is FBI. We should feel bad, bitch. Everybody got a plan till you get punched in the goddamn mouth. The other aspect of this is this. It's the cult mentality. The cult mentality. Exactly. Till it hits their walls, till it hits their wallets, Tracina. You a far leftist radical in front of a camera, and then that money gets tapped. There is a cult thought process now. There is a cult thought process. You get enough followers, they'll believe anything. You get enough followers, they will believe anything. 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 They will have your dumbass out there doing stupid shit. Once again, best and worst thing that ever happened to me in my life was passing 1 million followers on TikTok. At 10,000 followers, you have the expectation of a person that's 10,000 followers. 100,000, a little bit different. 1 million, people start looking at you funny. Now you got a bunch of people that just show up. They there a lot in the comment section of your videos and shit. You know what I mean? Now, if you are not a rational person, you start to think that you're invincible because of the amount of followers. But where your friends at? Where are the people that will put your ass off that goddamn pedestal? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? I had to build a network of that. I had to build a network. I still have my wife. My wife's my best friend. She is the queen of knocking me down a peg or two, and I love her for it. You can't build an organization after that. You can't. You cannot build any organization after that shit. Because no matter what the organization stands for, everybody gonna think, oh, that's part of your cult. No, it's not. No, it's not. You out here trying to do good works and all people see is, oh, you're just doing it for the gram. No, damn it, I'm doing it because I really think this needs to be done. But you can't say that. You're insulated by having 1 million followers. Don't believe me? James Charles. Don't believe me? James Charles. $40 million people follow that man on TikTok, and he freely admitted in front of a goddamn camera that he was sexting teenage boys, and not 18 years old. I'm talking 16. Sending full body pics and dick pics to two 16-year-olds. He still has 40 million people following him on TikTok. That's just TikTok. Make that make sense. James Charles has a cult now. When your worst behavior can be wrote off by over 100,000 people, you have a goddamn cult. That's not love, people. That ain't love. That's a cult. That is a goddamn cult. And it ends up making you believe that you are untouchable. It insulates you from any sort of reckoning. It does. Depending on the type of person you are and the places that you've been, the things that you've seen, the things that you've heard, depending on that, you can turn into a megalomaniac, a narcissistic asshole, or you can reject all of it. Be safe out there, Mary. Love you to death. Kiss that husband, kiss that kid for me, please. You can form your own cult. And it insulates you from all the shit that you do. The shit that you say, the damage that you do, the hurt that you cause. Because there's always going to be somebody go, girl, it ain't true. It ain't true. He ain't do that. It ain't true. It ain't true. Multiply that by at least 77 million people. That can get you a presidency, kid. $330 million Americans. 77 million voted for Trump. 75 million voted for Harris. 89% of Americans decided to sit out. Somebody do the math on that. What percentage of the population of 330 million Americans voted and didn't vote? I mean, they voted either way. 77 on one side, 75 on the other one. What's the percentage of Americans that is that? Out of 330 million people. Cults make things difficult to deal with. And then when you see that shit rewarded, you think, oh, that's the easy way to do. That's the easy way to go. Morning, Star. That's the way you should be. Who would think like that? Who would? These people are starving out here. Their gas prices are going up. Food prices are going up. 40%. 40% of Americans exercise their right to vote. 89, I think. 80, 89, something like that. Decided not to. People still think we in love with political parties. Huh? How you going to be in love with the vehicle that you drive to work every morning? What is that? I hate that shit. In the time of social media, if you're a leftist, you got to be a Democrat. They're employees. They do a job. And if they don't do it well, they get the hell up out of there. I'm not in love with them people. I don't even like them. Go do your damn job. Nope. I love my... Jill Stein has a cult. I said what I said. Jill Stein has a cult. Jill Stein out here promising everything she gonna do. None of the plans make any damn sense. And she got to work with two groups of people that don't like her bitch ass. Yeah, sure. There's your revolution. Graham Plattner is the new populist. Oh, my God. We love him. He's saying populist thing. Rah. The man had a totem cough on his on his chest and had it on there for so many years that somebody had to tell him it was a Nazi symbol before he covered it up. But sure, you love him because he talks populism. This is the shit I am talking about. Bernie Sanders and Hassan Piker out there campaigning for a goddamn billionaire who made money off the prison industrial complex. Because he's going to take it to the billionaires. Ow, Sway. He's a white man, and he's rich. Make that make sense. No revolution can be led by a white man. I said what I said. No revolution to do well for the entirety of the United States can be led by a white man, especially a rich white billionaire. It ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. It's not going to work. I get tired of people saying, well, what did Obama do for black people? Let me tell y'all something. This is how it works. A city councilman can do anything he wants to for black people because he's a city councilman. A mayor, starts to get a little teeter-totter, a little giddy teeter-totter. When you're a governor, you do everything for the people in your state, black, white, or otherwise. The office of President of the United States represents all Americans, black, white, gay, straight, Republican, Democrat. That office is above your racial ideals, which is why if you want somebody in that bitch that does the work for everybody, you cannot continue to go back to the same goddamn well of white men. Because I'm going to say this one more time. No revolution for fairness and change across the United States can be led by a goddamn white man. I said what I said. I'm sorry. I don't care. Because that person would have to know the lives that we live. Hell, if you really want to be truthful about it, no revolution for fairness across the country can be led by a rich person. Can't be. What does a person with billions of dollars in the bank know anything about food stamps or EBT? Make that make sense. Somebody take all the time you need. Take all the goddamn time you need. Take all the time you need. What does a person who does not know any trans people at all, and I don't mean just, hey, I like you, you're trans. No, I mean they are in your life constantly. You can pick up a phone and talk to them. What the hell could a person that does not even relate to a trans person, what can they tell you about trans people? What? How are you going to talk about poverty if you've never seen it? And don't give me that, well, I was raised hard and there wasn't always. No, bitch. I'm talking about from the bottom up. From the bottom up. I don't pander to black women when I say these things. I say them because they're true. Black women know the struggle better than some of y'all do. Actually, black women know the struggle better than a lot of y'all do. Because the laws hit them first, and it hits them the worst. That white woman's story out of Texas where she voted for Donald Trump and then she got pregnant, was having a miscarriage and had to go to another state, and her husband was really worried about her, but she learned her lesson. That ain't got shit on Adriana Smith. Sorry, I said what I said. That story ain't got shit on Adriana Smith. Every white woman in America will use that story about that woman out of Texas, but will not use Adriana Smith. Why? Because they cannot relate to Adriana Smith, because Adriana Smith is black. I said exactly what the hell I said. Not going to try to lie about it. Not going to hide it. I don't care. It's true. It's true. If you cannot relate, you cannot fight for. If you cannot relate, you cannot fight for. Like I said, poverty is poverty. I don't care where it is. But if you don't know that goddamn poverty, how the hell are you going to fight against it? All you do is build a cult around you. That's all you use. That's all you build. is a cult. People are saying, yes, this works. It's so great. Yes, yes, we got it. Yes, yes, yes. You ain't listening to anybody your ass is advocating for. Their voice don't even matter. You will use them and talk about we love them, but you don't listen to them. You don't. That's why y'all keep picking the same factory-issued white man or the same factory-issued white woman, because you can't relate to any of them. You want to love on them. You want them to do well. Great. Fantastic. But we only know it's because they're in front of the camera, because behind it, bitch, you don't know these people. We made fun of Ken Jackson running for governor in the state of Georgia. We all had a good guffaw, ha-ha, laugh, right? We had a great laugh off. Ken Jackson tried to relate. I was out on the street in the foster homes in the project. Somebody left me $100. Hey, dog, listen, that story is so full of holes, I'm going to put it on top of my burger. Bitch, but that's him trying to relate. Let me give you this fictional-ass story about somebody leaving me $100 for no goddamn reason whatsoever because I'm one of you. No, you're not. You're pandering. If somebody left me $100, I know there's at least 5 different things I could do with it. Ken Jackson said, they just gave it to me because of Christmas gift. I'm showing you that I'm one of y'all. No, you're not. You're not. Thomas, Adriana Smith's case would have been profoundly different had she been white. That woman was treated as an incubator. Yep. Yep. And it's the one case white women don't use. They don't. They don't use that shit. White women do not want to touch Adriana Smith's story. You got to relate to Adriana Smith. You got to relate to the fact that black women are 4 times more likely to die in childbirth than white women. And if you can't do that, then why would you use her? Let's use this white woman over in Texas that voted for the reason all this bullshit's going on in the first place. I'm going to use her story because I can relate to that. Adriana Smith, ooh. But you're fighting for the right for women to control their body. One story is more appealing to the masses. The other story brings up a whole lot of shit that you probably don't want to deal with. How a lot of white women do not see the feminist struggle, the feminist movement, through the eyes of black, brown, native and indigenous, Asian and Pacific Islander, Muslim, or Jewish women. They see them through the eyes of white European women. Sorry, I said what I said. But they want the love from these marginalized women that you can't even see through. Can't see their story. I know, Shab. Be safe out there, brother. I love you to death, man. June is Men's Mental Health Month. June is Men's Mental Health Month. There are a lot of men, a large plurality of men that suffer from mental illness. Do you think they're going to talk about that in June? No. You know what they are going to talk about? Goddamn pride. These people may as well say black people don't feel pain like whites do as a justification. You right, Witchy. We'll hear a whole lot from a bunch of men about how it being Pride Month and they shouldn't have it. What about the veterans? What about the military? But not one of them will address the fact that it is Men's Mental Health Month. They will make video after video after video for a bunch of goddamn clone-ass dudes to get mad at the fact that Pride exists, Pride Month exists, and they don't know that the military has not 1 but 2 months that celebrate them. But the idea of addressing the fact that a lot of men are not goddamn okay right now, nah. I can't do that, dog. That's too big. That's too big. You're right, Witchy. It damn sure was said. At one point in history, it was said that black people feel pain differently than white folks. A crisis. Exactly. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. How many videos did you see from any guys, men, talking about it? The thing that annoys me about the idea of saying I'm a safe space to a woman, why are you talking? Just be one. You want to love the women in your life, stop talking about being a safe space and just be a goddamn safe space. Stop talking about it. Those words should never come out your mouth. You should be more about the work. But again, next week is June. And you will not hear one goddamn man talking about men's mental health. You will see a bunch of MAGA hat wearing jackasses getting mad at gay and trans people for just existing. But they will then put that camera down and go cry in the dark because they feel inadequate in life and they just want to take their own. But sure, the gay people are the goddamn problem. Do y'all see what I am trying to tell you? An entire month where men can be vulnerable, can open up. Where's that challenge? Where's that challenge? Every man within the sound of my voice, I dare you to make a heartfelt video. I don't care if it goes on Instagram. I don't give a shit if it goes on YouTube. I don't care if it goes on TikTok or Snapchat. I dare every single one of you to do this. Make a video where you're sitting your ass down. No makeup, no filters, no nothing. And you say to the camera your real name. My name is Thomas, and I suffer from depression and anxiety. I have suffered with this since I was 17 years old. I take medication for my depression. I take medication for my ADHD and my anxiety. I have panic attacks. I don't know when they're coming, but I know I will have them. I have agoraphobia, a fear of crowds. I say all this not to be cool or for coins or points. I say it because it is true. This month is Men's Mental Health Month. I challenge every man within the sound of my voice to make a video like this, expressing the fact that they suffer from mental health issues. Show the world that this is not something that should be secret, but it should be talked about, especially amongst men. My name is Thomas, and I suffer from depression, but I don't let depression own me. I dare every goddamn man within the sound of my voice to do that. I dare it. I goddamn dare you. We got Jamila's 50th next Sunday. I dare you. What? What's the matter? You can't do that? What's the matter? Is that too hard to do? Is that a little bit too much like showing people how the sausage is made? Is that a problem? But you will have no problem going out bashing gay folks. You all have no problem going out saying shit about trans athletes and women's sports and blah, blah, blah. But you will not sit and challenge your goddamn self to stand in front of a camera and tell the truth about what you have going on in here. You want to give us the mask. June is the reason. June is the month for you to put that bitch down. I dare you. I dare you. Every man within the sound of my voice. You want a challenge? There's one. You want a challenge? There's one. You want to get donations and coins and shit from that? Here's something you do with it. Donate it to a mental health charity or some sort of an organization where you tell the goddamn truth. Maybe the love you will get after admitting that you are not perfect and you're not okay, maybe that love will be the love you truly need. You will never see a guy like Drake making a video like that. I said, what I said. You will not do it. A lot of y'all are loving the flash and showing the money and all that other shit. You know your life is messed up right now. You know it. But you're too goddamn afraid to be yourself. You expect people to love the avatar that you give them, the representation you put out there. You don't expect them to love you. Because loving you means loving every single flaw you have. Everyone. The fear that you have looking at your children growing up in this world. The ache that you have for the person that's in your life. How much you love them, but you don't tell them. And trust me, gentlemen, I'm not speaking as if I don't do the same thing. I do. I love my wife so goddamn much, she just doesn't know. Do you know why she doesn't know? Because I don't tell her. I don't tell her how much my heart aches for her. How much there are times I don't feel like I deserve her. How disappointing her breaks my heart, but doing things makes her happy, and it makes me happy to see her happy. I will cut the backyard, come in here, and then my wife, who I love and is my best friend, and my grandkids get a chance to swim in that pool. For sure. Let's pretend like the only thing going on in June is Pride Month. Let's see how many men get all up in their goddamn feelings because the gays and the trans and the lesbians and the queers get a month where they get to celebrate being themselves. Oh, dear God, I'm going to get mad at people for having a month where they can truly express themselves while my black ass or white ass is sitting here depressed as shit. Men's Mental Health Month is at the same time, and I'm not going to open my goddamn mouth. Keep up the lie, boys. Keep the lie up. It's fantastic. Don't worry about it. You're doing nothing wrong. Keep that lie up. Kind of dumbass shit is this? $10 super chat from Dragoon. Hold on. It moved.
Donations, gifts.
I am Dylan Alexander. Hickler. I'm sorry. You can Hickler. It's too early in the morning. I ain't had enough coffee. You can Hickler. I have ADHD, bipolar, autism, clinical depression, insomnia, and severe anxiety. I have made mistakes. My disorders are my reasons, not excuses. Very good, Dragon. Very good. Let's get all uppity mad because, the gays, oh my God, they get to come out with the leather and the drag queens, Meanwhile, men out here, the almost either number 2 or number 1 killer of white men in America is suicide. Go look it up. Don't believe me. Look it up. Look it up. The number 1 killer or number 2 killer of white men in America right now is suicide. My good brother, my friend, my brother and co-owner of Ghost Claw Productions Radio, Mr. Jeff Kennedy, is in the building. Good morning, Jeff. It's either the number 1 or number 2 killer of white men in the United States. Suicide. Think about the severe depression you have to be in to take your own life. Trigger warning. I should say that. Trigger warning. I should have said trigger warning at the beginning of the show, but trigger warning. Think about the desperation you have to think the only way you can fix it is by putting your life out, taking your life out. Think about that. Think about the pain that you have to go through. Think about it. Now imagine having a time where you can be vulnerable to people and not taking advantage of it because the gays get something. Just think about that. You're going to forego how you feel and what you feel. You're going to forego all of that so you can get mad at the gays. So you can go get pissed off because trans people are just walking around looking beautiful. That men are kissing men in the middle of the street. PDA. You're going to get mad at that rather than dealing with the one thing that you have control of and that you can probably find others who are going through the same goddamn thing. You can find acceptance. You can find people to talk to. And you can find other men who are going through the same thing you're going through that can say to you, hey, buddy, we're in this together now. I got you, you got me. My hand will always be here in the dark. If you need it, grab it and let me pull you through. Nope. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Why? Because it requires men to be vulnerable. You see, real love can show up at your most vulnerable moment. The reason I use Monica Lewinsky as an example is, when does she get to be vulnerable? And when does someone love her through it? I look at Shay Nira. Here's this beautiful woman who had to break up with her relationship in front of millions of people. When does she get to be vulnerable? And who's going to be there that truly loves her through it? If you're in a relationship, I am happy for you. And the reason I can say that is this. Unless you are lying to the person you're with, you can be vulnerable around them. I have friends that I can be vulnerable around. My best friend, my wife, I can be vulnerable around, and I have been several times. I don't like. Exactly. And Dana White should have been stole on. I hate so much that you're right. I hate so much that mentally ill men are seen as dangerous, or bad days are a gun from killing dozens. It's a load of crap. Yeah, it is. And then you got Dana White talking about this is bullshit and blah, blah, blah. He should have been smacked in the mouth. Because if Dana White will sit in front of a camera and tell you he's never been depressed, he's a goddamn lie. I'm saying it to his face. If I ever met Dana White, that'd be the first thing I tell him. Dana, you're full of shit. Money and influence does not stop depression, bitch. It never has, and it never will. Power, money, and influence does not stop depression. After the stock market crash in 1929, men were jumping out of the goddamn window. Do not tell me that money and influence stops depression. Bitch, it doesn't. It doesn't. A lot of people will give you the fake version of themselves because the real person is so toxic that they don't even want to show it. They're petty, manipulative, angry. They're bullies. They're assholes. They treat people like shit. But in front of the camera, they're great. Hey, they're really great. A lot of men pull that bullshit off. And they're going to pull it up. For the month of June, June has 30 days in it. It's going to be 30 days of men giving y'all bullshit. Trust me. Spent decades hating myself. Rachel said, perpetuating the myth of men not needing help with their mental health is horrible and evil. It is. Star says, I spent 3 decades hating myself because I was the only one of their 3 kids my parents abandoned. I have PTSD and MST, but I am working through those now. I'm in my second act becoming because I effing deserve to love myself. You do. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the first and best love is the love you have for you. I'm going to tell y'all some truth here. Truthful Thursday, right? All cards are on the table. I've lied to you. I, the host of The Sound of Coffee, Thomas Bishop, Thomas McCormick, whatever you want to call me, I have lied to you. Now, I know you're probably going to think, wow, that's effed up. But I've also lied to myself. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I do not love myself. Hell, half the time I don't like myself. I don't. There is the truth. I don't love myself. I don't see my achievements. I don't. I've been in a malaise, like kind of a funk, a melancholy malaise funk for the past 2 months. I do not love myself. Half the time I don't even like myself. Oh, I'm good and arrogant. Don't get me wrong. Oh, if I hadn't told y'all, y'all wouldn't know. To head off and need a good night's sleep. Wolfie, go get some rest, brother. I love you. I am proud of you, Wolfie. I am proud of you. I have to learn how to love me. I got to learn how to love me. And yes, kids, I have used every trick to mask it. I've done the weed thing, the drink thing, the sex thing, the gambling thing, the video game thing, the workout thing. Done all of it in a quest to get acceptance from myself. Before my father died, I hated him. I truly did. It was like a black dagger of hatred towards my dad. And then August 18th of 1998, he passed away. You think the dagger did? No, it didn't. You know where it went? Right back to me. It went right back to me. Thank you, Dev. Appreciate that, brother. It went right back on me. I hated everything about myself. I was doing shit, just doing shit, to try not to hate myself. I slept around so goddamn much it wasn't even funny. And it wasn't like I didn't care about these women. I absolutely did. Loved every one of them in their own special way. But I was there for that ass. Because I figured if I can get that ass, I ain't got to think in here. If I get that ass, I don't have to be in my own goddamn head. Survival instinct, baby. Survival. Oh, let me go blow some money. Let me go blow $200-$300 down at the casino. Let me buy all the comic books I can get my hands on. I got to fill this hole somehow. I got to fill it, 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 got to fill it. But the one thing I could not fill it with was love of self. I made a vow on the night of my 31st birthday, the day before my 31st birthday. And I was in a bad place. I was paying child support for kids I didn't see because I mentally could not handle it because I was still in the throes of a depression that was brought about when my friend Anya, somebody I loved, killed herself. I couldn't be an effective father. Couldn't. Didn't know how. Didn't know where. So I looked at myself in the mirror the night before my 31st birthday and I said these words to me. You ain't shit. You ain't never been shit. You never will be shit. Your father was right. You're a piss poor father. Your damn self. You are nothing more than what your father is. And I spoke back to myself, if I have not fixed this all by the time I am 40, I will kill myself. It was right after that I met my wife. It was right after that I met my wife. It was right after that my daughter was conceived. I wouldn't see her until she was 2.5 years old. And having her in my life changed my perspective on everything. And a positive influence on many. I wrote that special note this morning because I respect you that much and I know I'm not alone. This is now another reason. Thank you, Drake. My perspective on life changed the moment I solidified my relationship with my woman and I met my daughter for the first time. To be loved by somebody who holds no grudges, does not look for any retribution whatsoever, who knows you from a crowd of people. Daddy, who says I love you to you 100 times a day and you answer back every single time. I started to see myself in a different light. I started to see myself in my daughter's eyes. How there's no ambiguity about how much she loves me. She'll tell it to you. Ask her who I am, Daddy. She will come out of her room. Maybe she might be looking for something to eat. Maybe she might be looking, who knows? She see me. Love you. Love you. Go on back about her business. I don't call her the purest soul I've ever known out of hyperbole. It is a literal thing. In 54 years of living on this planet, with everything that I've seen, everything that I've done, every place that I've went, the good, the bad, the lustful, the sad, the moments where it was all about pussy and the moments where it was all about putting one in my head and taking myself off the senses. In my entire life, I have never met a woman, I've never met a person, a human being like my daughter. I have never met one. She gives me the strength to sit here and say these things to you. When I started to look at life through Asia's eyes, I could see when I was making mistakes. And I knew what the outcome was going to be. I just didn't stop. People are like, yo, reach out to me. We can get your main account back. For what? Why would I want that back? Why? That shit started to become a parody, and my wife will tell you that. She said the quality of videos was going down. I just seemed angry, and I wasn't putting out any positive content, and all I was doing was clap back, clap back, clap back, clap back. That account is the reason I know for a fact there was a lot of people in my life only because I had 1 million followers. They weren't there for me. They wasn't there for anything I believed in. They were there because I had 1 million followers. They thought it was cool. And no matter what happened, no matter what video I put on there, good, bad, or indifferent, angry or what have you, I would put that phone down and there is Asia. Love you. Give a damn about no TikTok beef. She don't care. She don't care. She knows daddy is there. I'm say I love you. So no, ladies and gentlemen, I do not love myself. I don't even like myself. There's a perfect version of me in my head that I hate. Son of a bitch doesn't do anything wrong. He is good looking. He is fit. He's very well spoken. Him and his woman have the greatest relationship. All of his kids love him. He just knows the right thing to say and knows the right way to say it. People admire him. They follow him. He has good advice. I hate that bitch. Like, I'm talking, I want to beat him to death. He's in here. The perfect Tom. So no, I'm not okay. But I do this, and I say these things because I do want you to know that even though we may not have ever met, none of us may not have ever met, I love you. I'm trying to see the world through her eyes. I'm trying to see the world through her eyes. Telling Taz and Chaos and Angry this yesterday. I don't give a damn what you were before. I care about what you are now. I care about what you are right now. I don't give a shit about what used to be. What used to be there. I don't give a damn about that. And the reason I don't give a damn about that is because, quite frankly, and let's just be dead ass honest, I got my own goddamn sins. I'm not about to judge you. I'm going to love you the way she loves me. That's what I am going to do. I'm going to love you the same way she loves me. Until you give me a reason not to, I'm going to love you the same way she loves me. I'm going to admire you. I'm going to scream your name. I'm going to talk how great you are. I'm going to give you that love that you so desperately need, not because I'm trying to get money out of you, but because in some way, shape, form, or fashion, the only way we're going to fix this shit is by doing that, by being honest and loving each other just the same. By knowing that you're fucked up, that you're flawed, that you made some bad choices, you made some mistakes, you stole from people, people stole from you. Yet here you are, ready to love, real, unfiltered, unvarnished, raw love. Beyond the camera, a connection. Maybe there's lust there. Cool. Maybe there's just admiration. God, I love how you dress. Well, I love how you dress. That's fine. Because love is that connection. And we don't got enough of that, baby. We don't. America's effed up because we ain't got that. We got stand-ins. We got avatars. We got a bunch of other shit. We ain't got no unvarnished raw love. I think of Shay Nira like that. She needs raw love. I want her to talk about it. I want her to get in depth about what it means now that everybody has seen all of this shit about you. Where do you find that raw love now? How do you trust it? Everybody watching this show right now has been burned by someone. Every one of y'all had a friend, a family member, a lover, a cousin, or whatever that has burned the dog shit out of you. They done lied about you, or you done lied about them. They done told stories, you done told stories. Every one of us have been burned. How do you get that raw love out of that? How? Where you gonna find it at? You don't need polished love anymore. I don't want to hear no goddamn slogans. Where that raw at? Where that raw at? Don't give me this polished shit, because there's always something underneath the polish. Shit is moissanite or lead. It's gold plated, it's silver plated, it's platinum plated. I don't want that shit. I want the raw. Where that raw at? That ugly love. Where you get to cry so much snot pours out of your face, and I don't give a shit because your ass is there crying with me. That raw love that literally people can look at me and go, God damn, he is not, he is effed up. I swear you he is. But God damn it, look at that man heart. That is raw love. Where that? Where you gonna get it at? Why you keep looking for politicians to give you raw love? They are paid employees. They ain't supposed to. You looking for raw love with music artists and actors. God damn it, they get paid to do this shit. Where is that raw love at? How you know when you got it? How do you know it's not there because, oh, wow, you know, I'm trying to hit it, or wow, she got a lot of money, or oh, wow, he's famous. Where? How do you know it's raw? How do you know it's raw? Can you cry in front of this person and not have to worry about it coming back to bite you? Can you tell this person a little dirty thought that you're having? It's so sexy, without it coming back as some post somewhere on social media? How do you go on a date when everybody knows who you are and everybody knows why you're single? Can't get a real date because you ain't gonna get a real person. Oh shit, that's Monica Lewinsky. Let me see if I'm gonna hook up with her because you know what Bill said. What kind of shit is that? You don't see Monica Lewinsky. You see what people have put on Monica Lewinsky. You don't see Shay. You see Couples Therapy Season 5. You don't see Shay. You see Couples Therapy Season 5. Where that raw love at? Not cult love. Because cult love will tell you everything you want to hear and tell you that it is right. Raw love tells you the goddamn truth. Is there going to be flirtations? Of course there is. We're human beings. It might be two men flirt with each other. It might be two women flirt with each other. A man, a woman, a trans man, whatever. You're going to flirt because that raw love is vulnerability. And it's kept. It's sacred. It's not for a post. It's not for a video. It's not for any of that. That shit is right there. It's between two people. I give it to you freely. You take it and accept it freely, and you keep it in your heart. You tell me your secrets. I keep them. I don't tell you in a post, girl, oh, I love you, da. No, I got your phone number. Where my phone at? Boop, 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 boop. Hey, I love you. You believe it. You believe it. That warmth, that vulnerable moment. In this time and space, we need more raw love. In this time and space, we need more raw love. Every day I try to be better than I was yesterday. Because I got a fountain. I've got a spring I've got an ocean of raw love. And she's about 5'9". She's the youngest of my wife and I's 8 children. And without any hyperbole at all, she is genuinely the purest human being I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. It is just simply a fountain of raw love. We talked last week where I said, it always bothered me that people said, I can't change the world. You can't change the world. You can't change the world. And I'm always like, why not? Who made these arbitrary rules where I cannot change the world? You want to know why I do it? You want to know why I get my ass up here and take the slings and arrows and I insult as good as I do? People call me narcissistic and a bully and I really don't give a shit. Do you know why I do all of it? Do you really want to know the truth? After 6 years, you really want to know what the truth is? I'm trying to build a world good enough for her. There's 9 billion people on the face of the earth. And I'm trying to shape all 9 billion so that they will be worthy of her. Every word I've ever spoken in a TikTok video, every live I've ever been on, every fight you've ever seen me in, every argument, every clapback, every time I've told somebody I'm better than you and you know it, every time I have been some narcissistic asshole, it wasn't for my ego, you simple bitches. It's because I'm going to change this goddamn world to make it worthy of her. I want you to hate me while I'm doing it. Because while you hate me, I'm blocking all of it. I'm taking every bit of it. Because my purpose is higher than your simple clapback. I'm trying to make the world worthy of her. And as long as that is my purpose, I'm not the person you want to mess with. I've got a fountain of raw love and an attitude to change the goddamn world. And I'm not doing it for any other reason than her. I'm a dangerous man because I got raw love. Raw enough love to make me love myself. Raw enough love to make me change this mother effing planet so that every step she takes is in a world that's worthy of her. I'm gonna get out of here, kids. Just know, just know that I might not be perfect. I might be an asshole. I might be the most profane person. The reason Don Lemon don't want me around. Shit like that. But I do it for a higher purpose than any of you will ever know. I'm glad you're here. I'm giving you a piece of that raw love that I get from her. I'm giving it to you. Free of charge. She's not going to miss it. I have an overabundance of it now. I do this now because I want you to feel the same. I so desperately want y'all to have that raw love in your life. Whatever the milestone. Ms. Lyles just celebrated 5 years of being married to her husband. I seen the pictures. I'm like, y'all get that raw love. Y'all getting that raw love. I'm so happy for both of y'all. Witchy and Steve have a beautiful little rapscallion. I'm giving that raw love to all three of you. I'm giving that raw love to your whole family. I want y'all to have that unvarnished love Michael Pruitt, you have been going through it, brother, and you have still stood tall for people you don't even meet. I know things is rough in your house. Please understand, I'm giving that raw love to you, your wife, your children, and your grandchildren, man. Unvarnished. No get backs, none of that. I ask all of you to pay it forward to someone else. And yes, kids, is it selfish of me to try to change the world for one person? Why not? Because that one person changed my world. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Is it wrong for me to change the world for one person? Well, one person changed my world. So I'm giving it all to you every day. I don't care if you're white or black. I don't care if you're old or young. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat. I don't care if you're independent. I don't care if you're gay, you're trans, you're Asian, Pacific Islander. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. You getting this raw love. Raw, unvarnished, uncut, pure. The only demand that I have for you is that you pay it forward. Give it to someone else that needs it. Talk about it when you don't have it. Be open to say, I am not okay right now. Whether you're a man or a woman, whether you live in the Appalachian Mountains or the city or the South Central Los Angeles, I don't give a damn. Be honest with yourself. And just know that there is a wellspring, a fountain of that raw love waiting for you. I love y'all. And I am trying my damnedest to learn how to love myself. I got a big-ass reason to do so. As always, hydrate, elevate. Self-love is self-care. I love you all. Have a beautiful day on purpose. Y'all are effing fabulous. I promise. The good word from Miss Trustina. Be kind, be positive, be authentic, be you. I love y'all. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. Keep being yourself. Remember, Ray J still got beat up to the fifth power. That is the loving word from Miss Lyles herself. And finally, be limitless. I love you for who you are and how you are. I am so effing proud of you. Take a breath today and remember who the F you are. I am here no matter when, what, or why. The inspirational word from Miss Star O. Gwynn. David Richard, I am so glad that you are here, brother. I'm so glad that you're here. Please remember that. Dragon says, Mr. Bishop, once again, you prove why you are one of my heroes. Thank you for this podcast. It's a radio show, but I'll take that one. Thank you for hearing my story out. Anytime, Dragon. Anytime. And to get you guys going on your best day, I greet you all, or I leave you all with the universal greeting of the coffee beads. Bow your heads up.
How you doing? I woke up. Everybody else, because I woke up. That's how I look at it. You all had a chance until I woke up. Today's mine. That's just what it is.
Today, tomorrow, and every day. Remember, when you got your ass up this morning, the day belonged to you. Regardless of where you find yourself at in life, a lot of money, no money, hustling and scrambling, or living good, remember, you got up today. That means you can change the world. I love you, Wakandan. Thank you for being you. Ladies and gentlemen, what is it that we say every day? What does we say every day, kids? Love yourself, everybody. Mr. Bishop, angry. I'll see y'all tonight at Suplex Party. I feel it's going to be another fun one, especially with something that ticked me and angry off. Okay, I can't wait to do it. What is it that we say every day, kids? May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on these GCPR airways. It is Superplex Party with myself and the Angry IT Nerd. We're going to be talking all things wrestling. We probably have more jokes on Ray J getting planked. I feel like we might. I think we might. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. My name is Thomas McCormick. I go professionally by Thomas the Villain Bishop. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild, a proud member of the Outcast Nation. And this has been one of the most heartfelt Truthful Thursday episodes I think we've ever done. And I thank you for being a part of it. I thank you for being open to hearing. This has been the Sound of Coffee, kids. On GCPR, Ghost Call Production Radio, where every voice matters. I love you all. I will see you all tomorrow. Flag on the Play Friday. I'm going to try to get this on time. It is my fault. I have been oversleeping. It's my fault. That's me. I'm going to try to do it early so we can get it out of the way. As always and forever, with love in my heart, I say this. With peace on my mind, I give this. And just a tad bit of hair grease. I will see you all tonight on Superplex Party and tomorrow on Flag on the Play Friday. Thank you all for having me or being here. And thank you all for making this one of the best shows we've ever done. And that's saying something. We've had a lot of great shows. A lot of great shows. But this one, I think this one actually is like primo. I love you down. I try to watch you a lot, but I work at school. So, hey, Carla, you ain't never late to the Sound of Coffee, and we always have a replay. Please make sure that you check it out. Thomas, don't worry about it. You're human. You need rest. We'll see you when we see you. I love you guys. Please be safe. The day belongs to you. Give the raw love people so desperately need. Don't worry about the cameras. Worry about your heart, and people will follow. I promise you that. We'll see y'all in the morning. Peace. I love you. Your ass better not forget it. See you tomorrow, kids.